Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today in this tutorial I'm going to show you how we can build this app UI within our Flutter project. As you can see over here that our app is running on both the platform, on iOS and Android as well, right? And we can see our app is having a slider transition effect over here, and below this transition effect we can see bottom of the screen we have get started button and the login button. Okay, so if we click on this login button, then we can see the login screen is appearing over here. We can go back to our previous screen, and also over here we can see the get started button. So if we click on get started, then we can see the sign up screen as well, right? So I will show you how we can build this UI in Flutter in this tutorial, and this tutorial will be in two parts. First part of this tutorial I'm going to show you how we can build this getting started screen, where we will implement this slide transition effect with page view and these buttons as well. And later part of this tutorial we will build this sign up screen and this login screen. So if you are interested in this kind of tutorial and find this kind of tutorial helpful to you, then hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more tutorials like this. I have many more tutorials on Flutter and React Native on my channel. So if you are interested on that, then you can definitely check those from my channel. And without wasting any more time, let's get started with the tutorial. Okay, so here I have created a fresh new install of Flutter, and I have removed extra codes from this main.dart file, and I have provided this getting started screen in this home attribute for this material app. And this is our getting started screen. Currently there is a app bar in which I have provided the home title, and the body of it has the center widget, and within this center I have provided this text. So I have imported it over here. So this is how our app is looking right now. So from here we are going to start building our app, right? So first of all, what we need to do right now, we need to create the slider and the getting started button and login button on this screen. So we will build that over here. And also I have imported this asset folder, and over here we have this images folder, and within this I have provided some image as well, which we will provide in the slider section of our app, right? So here are those images which we will provide, and the image for the logo as well. I will provide all these files and scripts in my GitHub repository, and I will provide the link in the description below after I complete this project. Now start building the UI. So first I want to give a column layout, so I remove it, and within the column we can provide the children widgets. We can provide multiple widgets over here. So why I'm using column? Because we need to provide multiple widgets over here, because first we need to provide the widget for the slider, and after that we need to provide the button for getting started button and the login button as well. So for the children of this column I will provide two columns. First column will hold the slider area, and the second column will hold the buttons, which will be the bottom part of the screen. So currently I provide some text over here, and for other column I will provide a flat button. For the flat button I will provide the text of getting started, and after this flat button I will create a row, and within this row I will provide first text, and over here I will provide the text have an account question, and after that I will provide another flat button which will contain the login button. So now if I save it, so this is how it is looking right now. So this hello is the first column layout in which we will create the slider. So first let me make this center align and increase this font size little bit, so it will be 18, and the font size of it also will be 18 to match the similar layout. And main axis alignment of this row will be center. So this is how it will display. And then let me work on this getting started button. So now the shape of this button will be rounded rectangle border, and border radius for this will be border radius circular 5, and I need to provide a color of it. Currently I provide primary color, later I will change it. And we need to provide the on pressed as well to remove this warning. So now I have provided the primary color, and the text color will be colors.white. So I will provide the white color text, and the column layout for this cross axis alignment will be cross axis stretch. Okay, so it will be stretched all over the screen. So now we need to provide a padding for this. So first let me provide padding for this button, and after that we will remove some space from both the sides as well. So we will provide the padding for this column as well. So padding for this flat button will be a 15 pixel padding, and I want to increase the font size of this button text as well. So it will be font size 18. Now it's looking quite good. Now let me provide the padding for this complete screen so that we can have the spaces left from this edge to our button. Okay, and for that we need to wrap this column, this parent column, to a padding. So we can add padding over here, and I will provide the 20 pixel padding for this. So now we can see it has left sufficient space from both the sides, right? And one more thing, I want to provide white background for our app screen, and for that I need to wrap this padding with a container. So wrap with container, and I will provide color white. So now we can see our background is white. Also I want to remove this app bar as well, because I don't need this app bar over here, so I can simply delete it. So now after saving it, we can see our app layout. And I also want to remove this debug stripe. So for that I need to go to this material app, and over here debug show checked mode banner will set to false. So it has been removed. Now we need to focus on creating this main column which will contain our slider. So within this I need to replace it with our content, and to provide the slider we need to implement the page view. But before providing page view, I want to design the layout for single slide item over here first, and after that we will convert it to page view and create the slider. So for that I'm creating another column over here, and the main axis alignment for this column will be center, and cross axis will be center as well. And now we need to provide some children widgets over here. So first of all I will provide a container which will contain the image in a circular shape. So for this container I provide width 200, height 200, and the decoration will be box decoration, and shape of it will be box shape circle, and the image will be decoration image. And over here I need to provide the image. So in here I will provide asset image, as I have provided the assets over here, so it will be asset image, and over here I can provide the path of our image. And to use this image or these assets, we need to first inform our app of these assets. So for this, within this pubspec.yaml file, I can provide these assets. So for this, I can comment out this code and I can mention the assets. So it will be assets directory. Within assets I have images, and over there I have image1 jpg, image2, image3 and logo png file. So now save it. So now after that, over here we can use that image. So to use it, I need to provide the path of this image. So this is our image, and fit will be box fit cover. So now save it. So this is our image, and after this image we will provide some text, a title and a short description, right? So after this container we will provide a text in which we will provide our title, and I will provide style. Font size of it will be 22 and color of it will be theme of context primary color for the moment. So this is our title, and after that I will provide some lorem ipsum text. I can copy this text widget over here. So I have copied some lorem ipsum text, and I don't want to provide these styles. Okay, so I removed them, and now let me check it. So this is how it's looking right now. I can provide the text align, so it will be text align center. So I need to provide some spaces in between these widgets. So for that I will provide sized box, and height I will provide 10. So there is some space, so I want to increase this space. I have provided 40, so there will be enough space. And from this title and description I will provide smaller space over there, so it will be sized box and height 20. Okay, let me provide 10 for this. And after this text I will provide another sized box, so I will provide this sized box over here to give some space in between these two columns. So this section will have some space. Okay, so now it's looking quite nice. Now we need to make this section to take over as much space they can get, and this will be at the bottom of the screen, right? So for this we need to wrap this column with a widget, which is this column, which is holding this complete slide item area. We need to wrap this column with a widget, and widget will be expanded. Okay, so after saving it, we can see that our buttons has been pushed into the bottom part of the screen, and this is how our slide item is looking like right now. And over here I have made a mistake. I have provided extra column, so we don't need this extra column. I can remove it. So I have removed one column widget from here, and I need to remove this as well. So now after saving it, we can see that it has been positioned properly. So this is a single slide item, and over here we will provide multiple slides and slide indicator, right? So now we need to build this. So to build this, first we need to create a new widget called slide item, and over there I will provide this column widget which holding this slide item. So I am creating a new directory called widgets, and within this I will create slide item dot file, and I will create a stateless widget which will be slide item, and I need to import material.package, and over here I will provide this column, right? So it will be this column. So I have saved this item, and we need to import slide item over here, and for this we need to import the slide item widget over here. Okay, so I have provided the relative path, and this is the slide item. So now save it, and there is nothing changed, so it is working properly. So now we need to provide different slide items, and to provide the sliding effect we need to implement the slide items within our page view. So for this I'm first creating another directory called model, and over here I will provide different information for our slide items, and from that model, that slide list item information, I will generate different slide items dynamically within this slide item widget. So first I am creating the model directory, and within this I will create slide model dot file, and over here I will create a class slide. This is the structure of our slide data. So over here I will provide first image URL, and after that I will provide title, then the description, it will require all these arguments. So for this I can provide required, and to use this required I need to import this material dot. So this is our model, this is how our slide will look like. These are the information one slide will hold. So within this file I am creating the slide list. So I am creating final slide list, and it will be an array of item. It will be slide, and within this slide I need to provide first a image URL. So image URL will be assets images, then image1, image2, image3, right? So images image1 dot jpg. So this is one data. After that we need to provide a title. So the title will be anything as per your requirement. So I'm providing this is our title, and the description will be some lorem ipsum text. Okay, so I have this slide list ready, so I'm just copy pasting it over here. So this is our slide items. We have 3 slides over here, and this is our slide model. So now I saved it. Now we need to import slide list in our getting started and slide items as well. So we need to create dynamic slides, right? So to make this dynamic I need to provide the index information over here, and from that index we will fetch the details from here. Okay, so if it will be 0, then it will fetch the first item, then the second, then the third, in this manner. So we will require the index information. So I have created final int index, and over here I will require this index for this slide item to render, and over here I will provide those informations. So first we need slide list, then the index of it, and then we will provide the image URL, right? And for the title we need to provide the similar thing, slide list, provide the index and the title. And for this description we need to do the same thing. Okay, and we need to import it, so I'm just giving a relative path. Okay, so now I can save it. Now we need to implement the page view, so now it will be page view, and I'm creating this dynamically, so that's why I will use this builder method. So in that manner I can provide as many slides as I want over here in this slide list, and it will render automatically. So for the builder, first we need to provide item count, and the item count will be slide list dot length. Okay, whatever item is present over here, so the length of this slide list array will be the item count, and the item builder will be the slide items, right? For the item builder I need to provide the context and the index, and over here it will build slide items with the index information. So we will pass this index information I in this slide item, and slide item will get that index, and it will render the image URL title as per index value, right? So this is the slide item, and now we need to provide some page view specific properties. So for that, first we need to provide a controller. For controller I need to create it. So for this I'm creating a final page controller called page controller. Initial page will be 0 index. So this page controller is private for this class, so I can provide the page controller for this controller property. And for the scroll direction I want axis dot horizontal. So now update the path of this slide, and after that let me save it once. So now we can see that our text has been changed as we have provided in the slide list over here, right? And if we slide, then we can see that we can slide through different items. So our page view builder is working properly, and it is working as expected. If I provide vertical over here, then it will scroll vertically, right? So that's how scroll direction is working. So now we need to provide slide indicator dots, and we need to make this slide automatically, so it will slide automatically without sliding on the screen by the user, right? So for that we need to first make it a stateful widget. So let me convert it to a stateful widget, and we need to manage states over here. So first I'm creating a integer current page 0, and after that in dispose method I need to dispose the page controller. So when this screen will not present, so that time page controller will dispose it, and it will improve our performance. And after that we need to provide the init state, and now we want to provide a automatic transition over here. So for this we need to import timer, and to use this timer we need to import it from dart async. So it will be dart async. So timer periodic, here we need to provide a duration, and after that we need to provide the function which will perform after this duration iteratively. So I'm providing duration, and I'm providing it 5 seconds, and after that over here we will provide timer function, and within this if current page less than 2, then we will increase the current page to plus plus, so that means it will increment it by 1. Else we will set current page as 0. So the current page will be automatically 0, 1, 2 after this duration, and if it is more than 2 then it will be again 0, and then it will be 0, 1, 2, then 0, again 0, 1, 2. Okay, so this is the cycle. And after that, for the page controller, I will provide animate to page, and it will animate to current page, and here I need to provide the animation duration, and the animation duration will be 300 millisecond. And after that I will provide the animation effect, so it will be curves dot is in. You can play with different animations as per your requirement. So this is our init state, and after that we need to create another function which is on page changed, so it will automatically change to different pages. So after changing the page we need to set something over here. We need to set the index, and for that we need to set current page to index, and we are providing within this set state, so it will automatically update the app. And now we need to use this on page changed, we are using it. So now save it and reload this. Now we can see our app is present, and over here we can see our automatic transition for our app, right? So we have created automatic transition with this timer, with the help of this timer and this on page changed, right? And now after that we need to provide the slide indicator dots over here. So to give the slide dots over here, we need to first create slide dots widget. So within widgets I am creating slide dots dot file, and over here I am creating a stateless widget for slide dots, and import material dot package. And for this I will provide animated container over here because we want to animate the dots. So here I need to provide a duration, and the duration will be 150 milliseconds. Then I want to provide a margin, so edge insets symmetric. Horizontal I will provide 10, and I will provide height and width of it automatically based on the current index of the slide, so it will be dynamic. So for this I need to create a boolean is active, and it will be required for this slide dots, and this is how it will be required. And if is active is set, then the height will be 12, otherwise the height will be 8. Similarly I will provide width for it, and it will be the same because our dots will be same height and width, okay, like this image in the circle. Now I want to provide a decoration, so the box decoration will be border radius all, and then the radius will be circular, and the circular radius will be 12. And I want to provide a color as well, and the color will be also based on the is active or not. So it will be, if it is active then I will provide the primary color for the dots, and if it is not active then I will provide colors dot gray. So I have saved these slide dots. Now we need to use these slide dots within our getting started screen, and to use it first we need to wrap this page view with stack. Stack is a widget which will enable the feature to stack one widget on another widget. First we want to wrap it with a new widget which will be the stack widget, and for stack widget we will provide the children, so it will be children like this. So we don't need this child, so our page view builder will be within this widget, and after that we will provide a alignment directional bottom center, and for its children we will create another stack which will hold the dots over here. So for this, first we need to create a container, and for the container I will provide margin bottom 35 pixel, and for this stack I will provide alignment direction to top start, and for this container I will provide a child row, and within this row I will provide children, and for these children we will provide the slide dots, and we will provide the is active information based upon which slide is currently active. Okay, so it will be dynamic. So to have the dynamic effect we need to provide a loop over here, so I can provide a for loop over here. So for int I equal to 0, I less than slide list length I plus plus, and for this I will provide a check over here. If I equal to current page, then I will import slide dots, and I will provide the information for is active boolean as true, else I will provide false. So I need to import these slide dots over here, and it has been automatically imported, but I need to update its path. So I have imported it. So now let me save it once, and now we can see the dots over here. Now reload it. Now for the row I can provide main axis size as main axis size dot min, and main axis alignment as main axis alignment dot center. So now we can see our slide dots is showing properly at the center of this screen. Okay, so that's how we can build this page sliding animation effect over here, and this is how we have implemented the getting started screen over here. So if you have learned something new from this tutorial and found this tutorial helpful to you, then hit the like button. Let me know your thoughts below, and if you have any kind of suggestion for me for my next tutorial video, then you can also let me know by commenting down below, and subscribe to my channel to encourage my work. And I will see you in next part of the tutorial, where I will implement the sign up screen and login screen of this app. So I will see you later. So in the meantime, have a great day. Goodbye.